And then they say in a Negro leader, and here they say, disrespecting dark-skinned women. But she has disrespected herself. Why do I say that? Look at her hair. She wants to look like her God, and her God has that straight white hair. Pink people are the melanated man's God. That is who their God is. She wants to look like them. She does not want to look like herself. This is not herself. This is not her. Because we have been told so long that we are ugly, we are ugly, we are ugly. Oh, your hair is so nappy. You have bad hair. Well, I was raised in a house, and Frankie J says that bad hair is when it does not go all over your head. As long as your hair is all over your head, does not matter the texture or how long, how thick, how short, you still have good hair. But my people have been misguided. Poor, misguided Jacob. And another thing, they want to say that we are women or woman because the word WOM is there for womb. No, we are not. And dark skin in this word should not even be together. This is neurolinguistic programming. We are ladies and we are females. And you want to put a B here and say that this is for womb. It could be. But what came out of the woman's womb was Cain first. And he was a murderer. And we are not murderers. Some people do murder their children in the womb. Melanated people. Does he have up a fuck you finger? Yes, he does. I don't know who this is, though. And I can't see it that well.
But they also had this thing called hip-hop. Who was run by who? Who owned the hip-hop industry? Terrorism from the entertainment industry. Buy the DVD. See it for yourself. So they say, look, for you young people out there who don't want to sell crack and destroy your community, that's cool. You ain't got to do that. All you got to do is come to a man here. You see what he's telling our community, right? Just talk to this little thing. He talks to the microphone, right? And all you got to do is talk about how much money you make. How you got to do it. You'll sell as much crack and as much drugs to make it and keep the lifestyle you got that you want. And if anybody try to get in your way, pow!
And keep the lifestyle that you have and the lifestyle that you want. There is a dude who let them call him 50 cents. He is only worth half of $1. And these are things that he promotes. Because the pink people need us to do these things. Why do you think that they study melanin? Why do you think they can get the darkest men to do the most wicked shit? That is what they studied most. The dark melanin. Not the yellow, the piss color, the red bone, the gold, the orange, the dark. That's why most dark brothers you see are booty, and they love pink people. Look at this. Look at that. He is dark-skinned too. I remember we had videos of him, but they took it when they took everything else. And he had just started. And he was not like this. Not at all. He did not even have on baggy pants. And the women, they go along with what is being said about them. I am a bitch. I am this. I am that. Oh, Snoop Dogg. He is a dog. What is a dog? A dog is a bitch. A pregnant bitch. So he is their bitch. But they give him bitches to hang out with. So that while he is hanging out with these two bitches, he can forget that later on, he will be their bitch or he had just came from being their bitch. And Dr. Valentine speaks on that when he speaks on Aquarius, the cup coming in. That is an awesome video.
Well, what does that do? Because you say, well, yeah, but that's not genocide because the young man up there saying these things, nothing bad that's happening to them, well, that's true. But remember, the first part of it, when they give you the crack, they got to catch you selling the crack, and you go to jail. How many people go to jail? One. But if you put out a message that millions of black youth listen to, and they want to emulate and be like you, they want to make money, and they heard you say the way you make your money is by selling drugs and killing black people and exploiting women, then you emulate their behavior. It won't be no one person. Thousands of them will do what you're telling them will make their life better, and they will end up where? In prison. Now, let's talk about prison.
And the word prison is pry. See? P-R-I and then son. And there is their little shit team that they always have. Hip hop, us. Hip hop and us, prison.
Do you remember we talked earlier? We said that the white so-called Jews.
Crack. I know the person that brought heroin into our neighborhood. I know him. Well, he is dead now. But I know him, his wife, his family. I know them very well. He brought the crack. The CIA sent him with crack into our family. When he died, I hear he left his family with millions and much estates.
Business out of genocide.
Business. It says, because I can't see it in this phone, so I'm going to read it just in case you cannot see it. It says crack. Hat. Hop. Not hip hop, but hat hop. And U.S. prison system. Big business. Marriage. Made in hell. Wow. In hell is the word E-L, and then it has two A-L's, which are kick-ass gods. And the word business is also United States, and then they have the I to keep watching us. This is 355. When you see the word ESS, and you go and you do the etymology of it, this is female, and that is why it is 355, which will give you 13. Although the 1 and 3 will also give you 13. This is so much. In the middle is United States, and they tell you right here too.
Remember we said the Atlantic slave trade part 1 was the biggest money maker in history. Colonialism in Africa was one of the biggest money makers in history as well. Well, now let's talk about a genocide that's going on right now around us every single day, all day long. We all see it. And it's emerging three big things: the crack, the hip-hop industry, and the prison system. And remember, all of these things are controlled by whites, in particular white so-called Jews. For the young people, because I know some of the young people think I'm hating on the rapper. No, you just hating. You mad?
And that's what our people say. Our people will first say, you are a hater. Really? I am here to wake you up, and you call me a hater.
You ain't got no DVD sales. We heard you earlier. No. You want to be balling and you ain't balling. Well, let's look at this. We're talking about big business, brother. We're talking about the kind of money we don't understand. Let's talk about it. Who's the most popular rapper out there? Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. Everybody agree that's the one that everybody loves. Let's see how this economic...
Before he speaks, I want to say, Lil Wayne exposed. Okay, they are exposing Lil Wayne. We can see Lil Wayne. I want the invisible ones to be exposed.
Genocide works. We understand that white so-called Jews own the hip-hop industry, right?
$1,000 a year to Lil Wayne. He is being paid. Why is he dressed like this? Is he in jail? Wow. He is ready.
So they said, Lil Wayne, he's making $1 million a year. How many people here would like to make $1 million a year?
No, he is not in jail in this picture. That is not a handcuff. That is something else on his arm. This is just how he dresses, huh? Before his hair got long. Before he went to jail. Wow. Why is he dressed like that? He looks like a Greek.
That's a lot of money. It don't
Slave.
seem like
A Greek
$1 million
slave.
a year could be genocide if Lil Wayne making $1 million a year, unless you know about something called the privatized prison system. What's the privatized prison system? White so-called Jews.
They call us an inmate when we go to prison. In the word inmate is also the word 8. And I know in jail, they try to eat off my mind. And they did eat away some of my memory. They ate some of my memory. It was proven to me through my baby girl when I got out and finally got to her. She finally got to me, put it that way, because she came to pick me up. When I got to her house, she would say, Ima, do you remember this? Ima, do you remember that? This when they were children, and I could not remember. There were many things she said, and I could not remember.
But whites in general, rich whites, invest in private prisons. And the way it works, the U.S. government pays them, you can go look, anyway, this is facts, ain't no fiction, $40,000 per year.
Now, the United States pays them this, the United States government. He said the government, and that all those other people who are invisible, the government, because whoever is paying them this, they have a name. But yet we never hear the name. We just hear government. They are over men. Someone, some, whoever they are over men. They like to play with words too, with numbers.
For each inmate in prison.
Well, at this hour, we're learning more about how exactly the Vice President and Senator Eddie Lucio are tied to the GEO Group prison company.
Well, just tell Vice Becky that you have that part of the story, Becky.
Simply put, the accusations against Cheney and Lucio are that they both made money off the GEO Group. Here's how it breaks down the indictment.
Now, this guy, he is a cheney. He is part of the chain. I think he is the hook that holds the chain together. This nigga is living off a battery. We should not allow that. He is living off of lithium. We should not allow that. There is your IES. And this is how they keep us under mind control in their pride, son. Now, many females are there too, and the word Vanguard's group. I looked up the word Vanguard like 30 years ago.
The Vice President has $85 million invested in a company called the Vanguard Group. Now, the Vanguard Group has investments in prison companies like the GEO Group. This indictment states the Vice President has a say in how much money the federal government pays those prison companies to house inmates. According to the
Actually, the money is coming from off of your certificate of birth. When we have a certificate of birth, there is money behind it. And when you go to prison, they are able to get that money for you so that they can house you in prison. That's what they say. But they take the money and they live very well.
indictment, that's a conflict of interest because the more money the prison companies make, the more money goes back to investors like Cheney.
But it does not matter because it still is happening today. Nobody does anything. Nobody cares. The title of the program is Apathy, which means we will not care.
As for Senator Eddie Lucio Jr., the accusation against him is that he was paid to be a
There is your 5. Remember, I said Alistair Crowley, he likes 5. That is his number 5. Also, he uses 2 and 3. Those are his code numbers.
consultant for the prison companies and that he made a profit as a result of his
GEO Group ties. And there is your IES again. They're 135. They love these to do these things. Cheney and Lucid, is that it? Lucid? Do you know anything of mind control and lucid dreams? Wow.
Becky Medellin, News Channel 5 at 6.
So for everybody you put there, it's $40,000 a year. Do you want more people or less people in prison? Do you want them in there for shorter periods of time or longer periods of time? So here's our question that'll help make all of this wrap up and make some sense to us. Here's the quid pro quo question. How many young people does Lil Wayne have to encourage to go to prison each year for the whites to break even? They pay him $1 million, he got a privatized prison over here. The small guy says, I'm trying to get paid, baby. If Lil Wayne, it's simple math, 1 million divided by 40,000. If Lil Wayne encourages 25 black boys to commit a crime, now this is how real this is. The young
They break even.
murder, that fantastic brother I told you about that this lecture is dedicated to, Kumar Real. Before anything went down, all he did every day was walk around the community with his pants hanging down, singing Lil Wayne. He thought he was Lil Wayne. Am I telling the truth, brother?
My son did the same thing. He thought he was Lil Wayne too.
So this ain't no
He said, I've seen and I know. He did not say, I believe. He said, I know.
Because some young individual in our community was tuned into death and took the man's life and is going to be facing far more than 1 year in prison. So we look at that, but now, come on. If Lil Wayne is the most popular, will we agree he's the most popular rapper out now? Is he only getting 25 young black men to commit crimes?
No.
In a year's time?
No.
So what if we say 2,500 if we go across the country, we consider we only talking 1 year, not life sentences, what does that amount to? That's $100 million. Minus the $1 million they paid Lil Wayne. We talking about a profit of $99 million. Anybody in here would like to put up $1 and make 99? Wouldn't that be a profitable business? So now we see big business. So why, now you understand, all kinds of music go through ups and downs, changes, right? Have you noticed?
And the word hat, cat in the hat. They use cats a lot. Cat in the hat. When I began to play this game as a child, cat in the hat. What is the first thing I think of? Cat in the hat. The book, when I see hat or cat, is cat in the hat. In the book, the cat in the hat is the Pope. He comes by while the children parents are gone. They do all kind of things and mess up the house and everything else. They do not show us pedophilia, but they do everything else. And right before the parent come home, what does the cat in the hat say? Let's get it cleaned up. And then he has thing 1 and thing 2. Thing 1 and thing 2. Your dick and your ass are 2 things. And that's the cat in the hat is the Pope.
The hip-hop era, since NWA, kill ends, murder ends, rape, you know, it has not changed. Ain't nobody trying to stop making money, man. Why they gonna change when they have genocide right in front of our face? Working right for, you know, it's not that complex because they in control of everything in the society. So,
Now I am running down my battery. Yeah, now I did that.
Kill. So even young black people who are not involved in crack or basic criminal behavior believe that if any black person does something to them in their own life, then they should do what? Kill them. Take their lives. So in doing that, you end up where? In jail, dead, or, and the worst, a shining, living example, a reflection of the same thing we see across seas, where whites got black people in Rwanda murdering each other in large numbers. They kill each other, and we look at it and we say, why is black people, we hate each other? Ain't no white man make them do that. We got black people in our community, Bloods and Crips and various other groups, whose whole existence is about, there's a group of black people who I hate, and I'm gonna go around and kill them. And the Europeans feel it, and at the same time they feel it and committing genocide, they're making money too.
Lil Wayne the GOAT, GOAT, creates coon of all time, T.I. One love. Okay, that is the end of that. And it is now 8:28. So I am going to get to this here. I am actually done. Now I just need to get the dolls, put the scene together, and take my pictures. And then I will have my scene. And I will show it. And you know I will. Because that is me. I am not going to give up my creativity and my imagination for them. And if there is not a book or anything on TV that interests me, then I will write my own. And that's what I do. I write my own. And this is Shit Talker, and I am signing off for today. I will see you again. Now he's brought.